I'm Indigo Warrior, and this is your Sagittarius Angel Horoscope for August 2017. Now, all of these cards have been pre-shuffled, so when they appear to you, they'll be appearing to me as well. Okay, I get the sense that some of you may have had a bit of a bumpy sort of ride. I get this sense that some of you may be going through some issues that not many people around you perhaps know about. Get this feeling. Okay, so let's see what your month of August 2017 holds. Okay, so you've got major arcana for change your life. Okay, so this could be a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free from procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. So there could be some sort of things going on in your life at the moment that has been going on for a very long time. I kind of get this sense. And that you've kind of felt a bit stuck. And as I said, I don't feel like a lot of people may know this, so perhaps you've been keeping this information to yourself. But I feel like what the angels are bringing forth to you guys here is that you could actually indeed have this great sort of epiphany this month, and that, you know, this could actually offer you tremendous freedom, so you won't actually feel sort of closed in and sort of trapped anymore. I also get the sense that obviously this card also means, you know, that some of you could be putting off something that you feel like you know you should be doing, but you haven't been doing it, if you know what I mean. So that kind of comes through. So what I kind of feel like what they're saying is, you know, stop this procrastination. You know, if you manage to get, you know, to whatever you want to do successfully, which there shouldn't be a reason why you won't be able to do this, you know, you'll be able to embrace more opportunities that will change your sort of your life at the moment. So I kind of get this sense from the major arcana. Obviously, a major arcana means that there's going to be a major change. So it's going to be probably, you know, and that could be it anyway. So move on for a minute. Or think about it. So there's going to be a lot of things, you know, within yourself that you might actually be thinking about. I know that sounds obvious, but you may actually be thinking about, like, there could be some people that have let you down, perhaps. There might be some people that have, you know, really annoyed you, and you've not been able to sort of get your feelings across, and someone may have given you sort of an option or a decision to make, and you don't really know where you stand. What I feel like the angels are sort of bringing to you guys here is, you know, take yourself away and sort of think about what it is that you actually do want. Because I get this sense that some of you guys may, you know, as I said, I don't feel like some of you have been talking to a lot of people. So it probably would be someone that is close to you that has upset you or annoyed you, perhaps, or has made you think about certain things that are in your life. Kind of get this sense. So perhaps, you know, you need to sort of sit back, think about it, what it is that actually you do want, think about what it is that's upset you, and then maybe you'll be able to find a way. Because I feel like every time that someone is self-reflective and sort of thinks about what it is that they want, they'll be able to move forward much easier. There'll be more opportunities available. Okay, so the next card is Dream Guide, so teacher and guardian. So this could mean a few different things. You know, it could also imply that you've been up all night, sort of not being able to sleep. Because obviously it did have to think about it. So some of you could be awake up all night, you know, not being able to sleep very well. And obviously this could cause you some proper issues in your waking life, like you might not be able to go to work, or you might not be able to do something like that. This could also imply that obviously some of you may have started, you know, writing up your dreams and things like that, which is good. You know, it's good to do that because your subconscious and the universe and the angels will be able to give you messages through your dreams, so you can be able to decode them and see what the meanings are in your waking life. Also could mean that certain symbolism that is happening in your life at the moment, it may be wise to actually look up what the dream analysis actually is, because sometimes the messages that come through normally are actually to do with dream symbolization. So this could be the meaning here. Okay, God box. So yes, I love this card. This card is obviously write any worries, concerns or desires on a piece of paper that you will put into a special container, and this is called a God box. As a way, this is a way of basically letting go and allowing the divine to help you. So, you know, if you feel a bit like, you know, there's so many problems and you don't know how to do this or you don't know how to do that, then I kind of feel like what the angel's bringing forth here, as I said, I love this card with this meaning as well, is that create this little box. It doesn't have to be huge, it doesn't have to be extravagant, it doesn't have to be expensive. You know, it could be a little plastic container, you know, as long as you know that as soon as you put like a piece of paper in there with your worries or your thoughts or your feelings or what you wish and stuff like that, you know that your sort of prayers or your sort of wishes will be answered as soon as they've gone in there. You know, it could take a while, you know, but it will definitely be answered, you know, and stuff like that. So perhaps some of you guys maybe need a little bit of a God box, perhaps. Listen to intuition. So some of you already know sort of what's sort of going on the spiritual level, and some people, like, this could actually be to do with somebody else as well. I kind of feel like that. So it could be to do with somebody else, that somebody else hasn't been completely honest with you, or you feel this. What I feel like is that if this is the case for you, then the angels are sort of bringing forth that you know what the answer is deep down. So, you know that little voice that you have inside your head sometimes that sort of goes, is this really the right thing? You know, listen to it, because it may be that you haven't actually been doing things that you necessarily should be doing, you know, to help you in your journey out. Also could imply that obviously you've been misinterpreting your intuition with fear-based energy. So perhaps, for instance, some of you may have wanted to, you know, do something really great, but then you've got this overwhelming fear sort of feeling sort of come through, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to do that. And you've mistaken that for intuition, which obviously the angels and that can help you, or whoever you personally believe, because everyone has a spiritual team, guardian angels, you know, and things like that. So everyone has a different belief system, and that is fair enough. So whoever you believe in can actually help you with this. So perhaps start some meditation, you know, and be able to learn the inner you, what your inner self, your higher self wants you to know and wants you to see and stuff like that. Okay, Jezebel meditation. Well, there you go. I just said meditation. You know, this Jezebel's bringing forward. This is obviously do some meditation. In my opinion, do some meditation, because this way you'll be able to get some more accurate answers from the divine, or whoever you believe. You know, obviously I'm an angel reader, so obviously I'm going to say angels. But you know, this could be for any belief system. So if you don't believe in angels, but you believe, you know, necessarily more in animals, or you believe in you know, different like spirits and stuff like that, that's fair enough, you know, or gods or goddesses, it's fine, you know. But do some meditation, because no matter what you believe, meditation will actually help. So I feel that's what the message is here for you guys, is that, you know, do some meditation, do some self-reflection, and sort of think about what it is that you actually want, what sort of is going on around you, because there may be some answers for you. Definitely feel this. Okay, I'll move on. Three of Michael, release the past and you'll grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. So there's probably some things, you know, that you're carrying on with from the past, and this could be, you know, from like past. So like it could be, you know, like past lives, or it could be, you know, proper like in the past for childhood, or, you know, teenagehood, or something like that. But it's also could be that something happened recently that you're still holding on to. What I feel like the angels are sort of going here is, you know, you'll grow stronger from the situation if you do release it. Time heals all wounds. Now, obviously, Archangel Michael can actually help with releasing, obviously, fear-based energy. And, you know, he also can give you some courage and sort of strength. You know, all you have to do is ask, and he will be there, and he will give you some help and some guidance. Okay, I feel like there's more here, but I'll come back to it, I think. You are loved. So some of you, bless you, don't feel like you are loved, or you don't feel like you've got much support around you. Now, I kind of felt this earlier, that you haven't really been speaking to other people around you about the things that you want, or the things that you need, or the things you've been going through. The angels that want to sort of let you know that you are actually being heard, you are loved, but you need to love yourself a little bit as well, perhaps, get this feeling. If obviously, this could also indicate that obviously you've gone through a recent breakup, and that obviously you are loved, you know, no matter who obviously has broken up with you. I feel like there could have been some cheating involved, perhaps, you know, and stuff like that. So if this is the case for you, you know, don't feel like it was your fault, because the angels are saying it's definitely not your fault. Obviously you grow stronger from the situation, so yeah, this situation will give you some more strength, you know, integrity, and you'll be able to sort of go, well, so what, this person, you know, did this, I'm this person and I deserve much better in my life, you know, I'm entitled to this, or I'm entitled to that, you know, so what that this person did this, they've got some issues, you know, I've got my own issues, but my own issues create this beautiful, you know, this beautiful life ahead of me, you know, sort of thing like that. Okay, dancing, self-expression, movement. So some of you guys, what the angels are sort of bringing forth to you now is that some of you guys may actually be, you know, dancers, or, you know, things like that. So they're sort of saying, if this is the case for you, then, you know, good on you, you know, you're doing a great job, you know, carry on. There might be some dance recitals or dance sort of career options for you available at the middle of this month. If you're not a dancer, then self-expression movements, so exercise and sort of things like that, would be beneficial for you at the middle of this month. It could be to help you release this sort of this heartache. I feel this heartache, so it could help release this. Okay, if not, just listen to some music. I kind of feel like listen to some music as well, because lyrics sometimes are messages from the divine. So, you know, if you hear sort of something and you're like, well, that fits this, you know, or you say that again, you know, maybe look up the lyrics, see what they actually do say, and it may actually have some messages in the music for you as well. I kind of get this. Okay. Okay, solar plexus chakra. Now, normally when a chakra comes up, I normally indicate that this could be a block or something that you guys need to be aware of. So, Sagittarius, it's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Kind of feel like, obviously, if there's been some heartache, you know, I feel like some of you may need some healing, you know, and stuff like that. Obviously, it's not your heart chakra, so, you know, it's not that's needed to be healed right now. But obviously, your solar plexus, you know, this can cause you a lot of fear and a lot of worry and a lot of doubt, and you won't be able to sort of be able to feel clearly and stuff like that. So, you know, if this is the case, then please look up solar plexus chakras, see how you can unblock it, and sort of it will make you feel better. You know, it'll definitely make you feel better if you are sort of, if your chakras are opened and, you know, able to sort of function the way that they're supposed to be able to function. Romance. So yeah, some of you, I feel like, have either just obviously if you've just gone through a breakup period, perhaps, that has caused you a lot of turmoil and a lot of, you know, stress. What I feel like, obviously, if this is the case, as it's right under listen to intuition, you know, if it wasn't serving you, you will know this. I kind of get that sense. If it wasn't serving you, if it wasn't correct, if it wasn't supposed to be, you will know this. So if it's causing you negativity, then I know it will hurt and I know it will be painful, but you need to sort of just let it go as such. Maybe ask the angels or your spiritual team or whoever you believe to help you, aid you with this healing process. Kind of feel that if you're not in a relationship, or you haven't just broken up with somebody that's caused you so much heartache, then, you know, there's romance opportunities here. Maybe because it's underneath listen to your intuition, it kind of feels like maybe you don't trust whether this person is honest with you or not. What I kind of feel like the angels are saying is that you know the answer here as well, so you should be able to distinguish whether or not you actually do want to be with this person or not. Okay, let's move on. Divine intelligence. Okay, from Metatron. Okay, so some of you are going to go through going through a spiritual transformation, which means that you're going to be told sort of how the world is around you and stuff like that. This also could imply why your solar plexus chakra is blocked, you know, because certain chakras can become blocked if you are going through a spiritual transformation, because so much new energy and so many more hormones and stuff like that are going through your body that you need to sort of, you know, be aware of these changes and stuff like that. You know, things like that. I kind of just get that sense, is that this is just the impression here, that some of you are going through a spiritual transformation that you may not actually be aware of. Get this sense. Some of you may not be aware of this, so perhaps look up the symptoms for a spiritual spiritual sort of, you know, yeah, yes, look up the symptoms for it. I feel or spiritual awakening. Look up the symptoms for spiritual awakening, because some of you may not be aware that you're going through this, and the angels sort of bringing this forth to sort of go, hang on a second, look, you know, you're not crazy, you're not mad, nothing's, you know, that bad, but you might be just going through a spiritual awakening process, and that's beautiful in itself. Okay, I'll move on. Ten of Gabriel. Okay, so ask your angels and helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours and trying too hard to please others. So, okay, this card, obviously, you know, there's a lot going on for you. You know, I feel like obviously the angels have been trying to sort of go and release these worries, release these fears, you know, speak to us, you know, maybe do some exercise, dance, you know, let go of relationships, you know, and stuff like that. I kind of feel like this is that. And obviously, if you're going through a spiritual awakening process, there's going to be a lot of issues that are going to sort of be created in your life, which will help you be able to distinguish the things that you do want and what you don't want. Okay, obviously, if obviously you've got so much stuff and so much stress coming over you at the moment, it would probably be by the end of the month that you've had enough. I kind of feel like that at the end of the month you've had enough. Well, obviously, the angels, obviously, you know, that you can ask them, you know, maybe pray or ask for guidance, sort of go, can I have, you know, can I have some helpful people in my life in order to be able to lighten my load, or lighten, you know, this thing, or, you know, this or this or this. The angels also want you to know that obviously you may be working too many hours, so you've been neglecting sort of your personal sort of health and stuff like that, or other people. Also, you know, trying to too hard to please other people. You know, I know it's good to sort of, you know, want to help other people and stuff like that, but sometimes you need to look after yourself. And you know, this could be the fact of, you know, you've always been sort of dragged into doing this, dragged into doing that for this person. What the angels sort of going is, you know, look at the situation. You know, are you just doing this to please other people, or are you doing it because you want to do it? When you figure this out, I feel like that new opportunities, new doors and stuff will open for you. Okay, show appreciation. So yeah, you know, some of you might be a bit like, well, life's rubbish at the moment, I don't get this, I don't get that, I'm so angry, you know, all the time, don't quite understand what's going on, you know, stuff like that. Well, I also feel like some of you may be longing for things that you don't necessarily have in your life at the moment. What I kind of feel like with this card is that when show appreciation comes forth, what the angels want to sort of give is the fact of there are a lot of things in your life at the moment that you can be thankful for. You know, it could be the smallest thing, you know, to obviously the biggest thing, you know, but normally it's those little small things, you know, just be thankful for the things that you do have. You know, you probably, there's a lot of people in this world that obviously probably won't have the things that you do actually have. So be thankful for, even if it is the small things, you know, just be thankful for it. Because the more positive you are in this sort of aspect, the more likely you'll be able to get some new things, or, you know, new things will be offered to you, and sort of new opportunities will open up and stuff like that. So just pay attention to what your thoughts and your feelings are to do with, obviously, the things around you. So be appreciative. Could be to do with people as well. So, like, for instance, if you have just broken up, be appreciative that you was allowed to know that person. Even if it did end badly, you know, be appreciative of you've at least had the experience, so you can then grow and learn and sort of, you know, be able to move forward in a more positive way. Okay. Mugwort. Rites of passage. Okay, this could imply that some of you are not very well, and some of you may be in like hospital at the end of the month for over strenuous sort of things, perhaps. So perhaps some of you may want to exercise, but then you sort of you pull a muscle, you really damage like your health in some way. You might pass out and then be really ill for a while and stuff like that. Kind of get this sense. So they want you to sort of be aware of this, if this is the case, you know. This is sort of thing of there don't seem to be much of a balance. You either sort of take so much time on yourselves, or you take so much time on other people. You don't sort of go one or the, it's sort of one or the other. It's not both at the same time. It's sort of not balanced. I kind of feel that as the energy is not balanced. So they're kind of giving you a health warning here at the end of the month. So be aware of this health warning. Okay. Maybe I'll come back to this. I'm not sure though, but maybe we'll come back. Singing and dancing again. So yeah, express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. So some of you could actually be psychic, and again, I felt like some of you may not be aware of this. And that's okay, but obviously music and stuff can actually help a lot. You know, you can get messages, you can get, you know, certain signs sort of answered, you know, from music and certain things like that. So music definitely will help you this month. Maybe as well, I've just had in my head, so maybe some of you should go and do some karaoke perhaps. I don't know why I thought this, but, you know, maybe some of you should, you know, maybe lighten the load a little bit perhaps, I don't know. So perhaps some of you should do that. Dancing, obviously, you know, we had dancing earlier, you know, for obviously movement. It doesn't necessarily have to be dancing. It could be, you know, exercise / dancing, like rumba or things like that perhaps, you know. So perhaps the angels are sort of implying here, you know, be careful of how much you do actually strain your body though, because obviously there was this health warning I felt earlier. Okay, I'll see if you believe. So yeah, this normally means that if any things are possible, if you believe in yourself and you believe that it is possible. I feel like some people get this mistaken because, you know, you have to sort of believe it properly. You can't just go, if you go, yeah, I believe, you know, there's no enthusiasm there. There's no sort of proper belief there, you know, sort of you have to proper believe it. Now, obviously, I can't tell you how to do that. You can only do that yourself. But obviously, anything is possible if you believe it is possible. That is the message here. So, especially as this was underneath romance, and obviously listen to your intuition, you know, this is to do with romance, or you don't feel like something will happen in a romantic way, the way that you want it. If you believe that things will work out, they probably will. If you believe that things won't, then maybe they won't. So maybe you have to, because obviously I felt earlier that you have to sort of think about and sort of work out what your thoughts and feelings are. So, and obviously positive thoughts create positive outcomes, negative maybe create negative things. So, you know, so if you believe it's going to be a positive experience, it probably will be. So pay attention to this. And Zafkiel for romance again. So yeah, so some of you guys have had some proper issues with romance, but other Sagittarians have had some really good experiences, or going to have some good experiences. Okay, let's have a look, see if there's anything else. Well, obviously, we had the dream guide here, so that normally would imply that obviously your subconscious is trying to get some messages for you as well. I've got to add this earlier. Your subconscious may be trying to force some messages through you that's coming through your dreams, so pay attention to your dreams. But yeah, romance seems to be quite a big issue this month as well. So some of you could have had some romantic problems, like you could have broken up, you could be fighting with somebody, you know, and stuff like that. What I feel like if that's the case for you is that the angels are trying to show you that obviously, you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You are stronger than you believe you are. And, you know, it might not, I feel like it's probably not your fault for what's going on. So I feel like what the angels are also going here is that there's going to be more opportunities awaiting for you in life. You know, there's going to be much more opportunities. Now, Now, obviously, you know, there was obviously some revelation, you know, stuff like that as well. So this month could be quite a free sort of month for you guys. Some stuff on the inside that needs to be released, but, you know, there could be a new hobby, for instance, dancing or singing or stuff like that, that you could take up, that could release so much negativity. It's unbelievable. Also, try this God box thing. If you know, create the box, you know, put some pieces of paper inside, you know, and it's, you know, and it's a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. But yeah, no, Sagittarius, I think that is your reading. Okay, so obviously this was for Sagittarius, August 2017, angel horoscope. Now, I'm Indigo Warrior. I'm new to the whole YouTube readings, and I'm not going to be for everybody, and that is okay. I'm aware of this. But obviously, if you did like the video, then please press like. Subscribe to my channel so you can get next month's video when it comes out. If you feel like any other person in your life could benefit from a reading that I've done, my readings are all different. They normally work like this, and like beginning, middle, and end, and it goes like this all the way through. However, sometimes the angels just want a sort of a big sort of, you know, chunk reading as such. I kind of felt like that was what your reading was. However, it still was beginning, middle, and end, so that's pretty good in itself. But obviously, if you know anybody that could benefit from one of my readings, they don't have to be a Sagittarius, they could be any other sign. I'm doing cusp signs as well. If their sign's not already up, then, you know, wait, because I know that I'm doing all of the signs, so their sign will be up eventually, and hopefully before the month starts. Now, obviously, I will be doing these readings a month early as well, so it's probably a good job if you do subscribe, because then you'll be able to get your horoscope for the next month when it comes out. Yes. Okay, now obviously I'm Indigo Warrior, and I hope to see you guys next month. Blessings to you, Sagittarius, and bye bye for now. Goodbye.